Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions worth the buy or not on the brand new Kevyn Aucoin, the Ether Realist Skin Illuminating Foundation. And I talked about this in my haul that I just uploaded. And I did mention that I was going to be doing a review. I'm super excited to try this because I've heard great things about this foundation. Now this is a skin illuminating foundation, so it's more on the hydrating side. It looks very natural according to several reviews. It claims to be a nice satin finish, medium coverage, and it claims to be shine free. So I'm going to be testing that out because you guys know that I am very, very oily. So I'm going to see how this works. So I'm going to just pop this open. This is in the shade medium 10. And this product has 0.95 ounces, which is a little tiny less than the average one, which is 1 ounce. So it comes in this beautiful packaging right here. Now this foundation is $58. So it's more on the pricey side. I'm going to be going ahead and priming my face. So I already put moisturizer on, and for moisturizer, I'm just using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream that I've talked to you guys about. This is the only thing that works well on my skin. My skin is so much better. If you guys notice, I don't have as much texture. I've been using a lot of the medications that my dermatologist recommended. Something that I have also been using that I've actually really changed my mind on. I know I mentioned in a previous review that I was kind of like, you don't really need it, but I've actually been giving it a chance and I really do enjoy is the Smashbox Primer Oil. Now, you may think, girl, you're oily. Why do you want more oil in your skin? I've actually noticed that because I'm using this oil, my face doesn't get as oily. So it's kind of canceling out the oil that would be produced by my face. So I've been really enjoying this, and I feel like my foundation just looks so much better with this primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply very little of it. I don't need that much. And then I'm going to be just putting that all over my skin, kind of warming up those areas, especially where I may have any dry patches. That's where I'm going to really apply this guy. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the actual foundation and I'm just going to be pumping some out. And this foundation does come with a pump, so I love that. The packaging's super gorgeous and kind of glamorous. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, so it's very, very runny, so you can see it running down my hand. So I'm just gonna bring you guys closer. So I'm gonna take my F80 Kabuki brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to be putting that product in. So right away, it's definitely very matchable to my skin. It looks very, very similar. It's a very, very liquid consistency. So this foundation isn't thick whatsoever. For my more natural people, you will really enjoy this. It claims to have a satin finish, which I agree. I feel like it feels very, very lightweight. And I think that's important for a lot of people, is kind of having that lightweight foundation, especially for your everyday life, or if you're just somebody that enjoys wearing makeup but you really like that lightweight finish, you will love this. I feel like it's looking really nice on top of the Smashbox primer. I'm not seeing any type of like cracking or holding onto the skin. So you can see right here the difference. I applied one layer on this side, and then this is my no foundation side. There's not that big of a difference, but you can see here that it covers up what it needs to cover up, like the minimum redness that you would see here. You don't really see on this side. You still see it a little tiny bit, but you can still see that it's very natural. It's more of a perfected version of your skin. So far on my sensitive skin, it is not itching or irritating it, which is always a plus. I feel like if something starts irritating me right away, I'm going to have to take it out of my routine. But I can see where somebody who loves full coverage is going to be like, okay, I think I need more because I'm still not seeing it. But it looks very, very just lightweight, airy, luminous. Everything that it claims to be, I'm seeing that right now. So now I'm going to go in with foundation on the other side. So the Beauty Blender is packing it really nicely. I thought it would absorb too much of it and it would just not look good at all. But I'm really liking the way the Beauty Blender is putting it on. And I must say that Either or will be great. If you use a makeup sponge or if you use a brush, you will be in good conditions. Both sides look equally as great. And now I'm going to look closely to see if there's any type of clinging onto my skin, just cracking on the face. I'm just going to check for that. Okay, so I'm not seeing any of that whatsoever. And I think a huge factor of it was that I used both the Kevyn Aucoin foundation, which is already a water-based consistency, and also the Smashbox primer oil. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some quick things around the house for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to come back, give you guys a quick update on how it's set into my face, and then I will go on with the rest of my day. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. So it's been about 5 minutes, and I went ahead and let the foundation absorb into my skin and just see how it would look and if there would be any changes on my skin. And so far, as you guys can see, it looks really, really great. I'm really liking the finish of it. I'm liking how natural it looks. I'm liking how it kind of has a little luminous finish to it, like a luminous touch, like almost like my skin is highlighted in all the right areas. My only concern is that I'm scared that throughout the day it may get way too oily. Now, I want to quickly say that while I was just kind of cleaning around my room and everything, I did feel a little tiny bit of irritation on my skin, like an itch, but it went away. So I'm hoping that it's not going to irritate my skin because I don't want to go back to bad skin. And I'm also hoping that it's not going to hurt my skin throughout the day. Now, I want to quickly say that I'm not wearing concealer. I didn't set my face with powder because honestly, on my everyday life, I don't really have time for that. I just do primer, foundation, and let's go. I'm going to be back probably around 3 or 4. Whoa, it's so windy out. And then I'm going to be back at the very end of the day and give you my final thoughts on this foundation. Okay, so I am back. I've worn this foundation for 9 hours. It is around 4:30. And immediately I can see that this area is extremely dewy right here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of take my kabuki brush and I'm just going to blot this area right here and this area right here so that when I do my last check-in, I can let you guys know if it gets too dewy, but I just know that I need to blot it a little bit so that it doesn't look overly dewy throughout the remainder of this review. So you can see now it looks less dewy, but you can still see the glow, the illuminating effect that this foundation does have. So far, I don't have any complaints with the way that it's laying. I feel like it looks so gorgeous and natural. I really do wish though that it didn't claim to kind of give you a oil-free finish because I do feel like you do get oily throughout the day, especially if you're an oily skin girl, you're going to get oily. I still think that even though it did produce some oils in this area, it still looks gorgeous and I really like it, especially for a natural finish. So I'm going to go on and carry the rest of my day. I'm going to go to the gym and stuff and see how this foundation holds up, and then I will be back at the very end of the night and give you guys my final thoughts. So stay tuned for those. Okay guys, so it is now around 9:45 p.m. It's been quite a long day. So first things first, this foundation is definitely a very, very illuminating foundation. It speaks true to its name of illumination. I think it's a really beautiful finish, very, very natural, and I like the fact that it looks so skin-like. It literally looks like a better version of your skin, especially if you're somebody that doesn't have too much texture but doesn't have the most even skin. You're going to love this because it's going to even it out right away. I was kind of worried at the beginning that it was going to just look a little bit sheer because I do have redness and I wanted it to cover it right away. But I was actually really impressed because it honestly did a really good job of covering up my imperfections that I wanted to cover right away. So right off the bat, my final thoughts have to be that for oily skin people, not worth it. Not worth it at all. You can save yourself the money. Now, I do want to also quickly say, real quick, that this is very comparable to the Pro Glow foundation by L'Oreal. I would definitely say that that foundation is a dupe for this foundation. It's very, very similar. And if you're somebody that wants to have that luxurious finish but doesn't want to spend the money, then I would definitely suggest you trying out the Pro Glow instead of this one. I feel like this is one of those luxury foundations that you just buy because you want it or because, you know, you like it. But I feel like for my dry skin girls and my normal skin girls even, if you're looking for something illuminating, this will be the one for you. I've tried a lot of Sephora products and I haven't really found one that looks this great on the skin. Like, that just holds up so well. So I would have to say that for those, it's definitely worth it. Now, I did wear this to the gym and it's still on. It doesn't look as like full coverage, fully on, but it's still on. And I was sweating, I was running, was doing a lot of workouts, still on, so I'm impressed with that. But I would definitely not go with the whole claim that it says that it keeps you shine proof. I don't agree with that, coming from an oily skin person. But overall, I think I'm going to continue trying this because I do love the finish of it. What's keeping me from wanting to return this, because I feel like the finish is so gorgeous, so natural, very wearable everyday foundation, I would say, if you want to splurge some money. So overall, I would have to say that I'm in between, and I'm never really in between. You either know that I don't like it or I do like it. But I hope that my thoughts were able to help you figure out whether you want to buy this pricey foundation or not. So this concludes my worth it or not video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and join our little family here on YouTube of beauty and makeup. And I will be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.